2023. Cross River APC plot to make Ayade Senate President. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. There was a high number of aspirants who indicated interest to contest for elective positions on the All Progressive Congress platform. Now that the primaries are over, how is it that the party reconciling with those who lost? He replied, like he rightly observed, a lot of persons aspire to contest for positions. For the 25-member House of Assembly alone, we have over 500 aspirants, but with the wisdom of God and the energy to withstand all those late-night discussions, constituency by constituency, local government by local government, we laid bare to them the fact that for each constituency they are from, only one person would occupy the seat. We made them understand that the All Progressive Congress as a party is not keen in making money from them. Therefore, they should return to the drawing board and check themselves if it is worth spending 2 million naira to buy a form when they know deep inside that the zoning does not favor them or the other person could do better. Let us forget about the issue of imposition as it is being alleged by some people. I told them in plain language that the party was very sensitive to giving opportunity to those who are seeking re-election, and as such, if any of them come from a constituency where a member of the House of Assembly is on his or her first term, we would give him or her the right of first refusal. It is not the issue of saying the party deceived us. We were very clear on that from the start. Except for the federal constituencies of Ogoja, Yala, Abi, Yako, where we had sitting first-timers whom we gave automatic tickets. The House of Assembly, about 8 persons, apart Etung State constituency, where people are not allowed to seek second tenure. We gave tickets to Yala 1 and Yala 2 state constituencies, Ikom 1, Abi, Odukbani, Obudu, Obanliku, and Bekwara. These people were given right of first refusal, and who will throw away an opportunity to return to the House of Assembly if you ask me? Others were competitive and the process was free and fair, where delegates voting system was used. However, in every contest there will always be losers, and those who do not win will only see themselves but will become bitter about it. I have contested several elections, so I know the turnout is always happening. What I'm asking is the reconciliation. Is the reconciliation really working? He replied, yes, what I did, and I must commend the cooperation of the aspirants themselves. When we came up with the idea of setting up a reconciliation committee, we were sincere in what we did. I could recall during the screen exercise, some of them had obvious reasons to be disqualified for poor filling of form and breach of certain rules and regulation, but we tempered justice with mercy to give them the opportunity to showcase themselves by going around their constituencies to solicit for support. But what we tried to achieve then was to see what we could harvest materials that we could use for leadership tomorrow. We were impressed with the kind of campaign during the build-up to the primaries. We, however, cautioned them against being very transactional in their politicking and also against spending too much money, because it was not the amount of money one spent that would give them the ticket, but his acceptability by the people and some variables we considered. So far, so good. We made minimal enemies. It was not such a process that people were not bruised. From the reports we are getting from the Reconciliation Committee, the healing has begun. And when we get the document, we will look at it and thank God. We have the buy-in of the governor. We will then implement realistic demands coming from the people who could not become candidates. What we want is inclusiveness and recognition of everyone. Like I tell people, in 2011, I contested the election for the first time as a young man. The party then did not bother to say, our boy, come here, we have tried. There would be another time, but all I got were threats. You will suffer, you will never see the light every day. So I told myself that any day I have opportunity to sit in a position to manage the party, one thing I would do is to extend the hand of fellowship to aggrieved persons. Even those who ran for governor, I have gone to them. I have visited Senator Owang Eno along with my deputy, and we had a meeting for 3 hours with him. I have had a lengthy meeting with Barrister Chris Agara. Even those who surrendered to the consensus building, I have spoken with them again and again. We would have more time for reconciliation, and those who got tickets will celebrate with those who did not get the opportunity this time around. The other contentious issue is the Northern Senatorial District ticket, which His Excellency Senator Prof. Ben Ayade has taken over. Many people are branding figures ranging from 3 billion to 500 million, which his chief of staff allegedly got to relinquish the ticket. What is the truth about it? He replied, "The social media is always an opportunity for people to feel the emptiness of what they do not know with 3 months. As I said on the 14th of July during the bi-primary, eulogizing Chief Martins Orim, you can see clearly what is going on in Yobe, where a sitting Senate president, while he went to contest for presidency, had a mindset that if he did not get it, he would fall back to his Senate post. But to this moment, the coast is not clear. But the scenario is clearly different in Cross River State, where the governor set his eyes on becoming the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which by calculation we considered it fit because this man who came used the proverbial rod to strike the rock and bring out water in Cross River. We hope that he could replicate same for the country at a point like this. However, while we spoke, it did not favor him, and God chose Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the all-progressive presidential candidate today. If you have been conversant with the political trajectory in this country since 1999, you probably remember that when Obasanjo was president, Senate presidency was in the southeast, and when Yar'Adua was president, Senate presidency was in the north central. And with the circumstances that led President Jonathan to become president, Senator David Mark continued because he held the ground very well. When in 2015 President Buhari became president, North still retained the Senate presidency. So, with the emergence of Ahmed Tinubu, the next president, God willing, we thought it wise that having a man that was in the Senate and also looking at the array of those also going to the Senate, Akpabio being in the Senate in 2015, Adams Oshiomhole, fresh senator, and Omar Agege going for the Delta State governorship seat, we felt the only highest-ranking senator in 2023 from South would be a Professor Ben Ayadi, who became senator in 2011. It then became an issue because he was not interested, which was the reason he gave his chief of staff the go-ahead to run. But after the governor lost out in the presidency, Chief Martins only went to him to ask that he takes over the ticket. And when the political permutation became very clear that he could become the next Senate president to come from the South, people began to appeal to him to take over the ticket, and he never called on his chief of staff to say, "People have called me and I'm ready to take over the ticket." So the rumors about money changing hands are not true. Does the timetable favored him? He replied, "The timetable for the conduct of primary ended the last day of June 2022, except for replacement of those who resigned or died." In Cross River North District, where we took clear understanding of the law, particularly Section 29, Section 84, Section 31, Section 33, Section 152, clearly guided actions. Interesting. We'll see more come 2023. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.